Hello, and welcome back. I'm going to be doing a few shorter videos. My upcoming weeks are a little busy, so let's talk about weapon and armor appearance options for this cold open. Specifically, the ones that you can miss, and I've missed a few. Shulk and Dunban don't have any appearances that they can miss, so we can move on. I haven't gotten all of them but that'll be for another time, I guess. Rhine waltzes in with a single missable appearance, which I missed on my main file. The Anti-Mechon Driver, which can only be purchased from the supply convoy shop at the start of Sword Valley. Sharla and Ricky are next. The Machina Sniper and Machina Nibbler only drop from enemies in Machina's field, and the Machina Cannon and Machina Biter 2 can only be purchased from the shop in Agneritha's central tower. Melia also has two that can be missed. Like Sharla and Ricky, the Machina Rod only drops from enemies in Machina's field. However, the second missable weapon is one that I'm very sad to have missed. The Imperial Staff, the weapon that Saurian used to open Prison Island. The only way of acquiring the Imperial Staff is to talk to Callian in Alchemoth's audience chamber, after getting access to Valak Mountain and before he leaves for Sword Valley.
Good day.
Melia, this is a keepsake from Father. Please, take it. Father would have wanted to fight beside you in battle. Please, keep him close by you. I've placed a great burden upon you. Please, forgive my failings as an elder brother. But keep this with you always. Not only Father, but I too will be by your side. Do not forget this, and stay safe on your journey. Please take it, Crown Princess. The Imperial Staff. Now we come to Fiora, who manages to be able to miss 4 appearances. The 2 weapon appearances I missed are the Murder Knives and Sparrow Blades, which could only be purchased from the Hidden Village shop before the events at the Maynooth Shrine. The same thing happens with the Power Cowling 1 arms. Unlike the rest of the appearance set, the arms are only available from the Power Arms, also only sold by the Hidden Village shop before the events at the Maynooth Shrine. And the final missable appearance is Speed Cowling 1 for Fiora's drones. These are a unique appearance to the Grizzly drones, which are only dropped by enemies in Machina's field and central factory. The unique Temporal Gawain is one notable source. Fiora's appearances are an interesting case because a lot of them are locked behind the Colony 6 reconstruction in the late game shops. The reason I bring this up now is because we're going to be doing quests in Colony 6 to try to get the damnable area Fadia. Not you! As always, I have a link tree to my Ko-fi and Redbubble in the description below. If you like what I do and or want my art in your things, here's an example, if that tickles your fancy. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. More importantly, the people of Palestine can use our aid in the face of the genocidal Zionist occupation. Beyond Israel's general atrocities, the peoples of Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo could also use our support. And on a United States level, the fascist Republican Party is undermining human rights and ruining the country in the name of profit. I have a link tree with various options to offer support linked in the description below. If you have any aid organizations you regard highly, please leave a comment and I'll take a look. But for now, it's showtime! That sick freak all the time. So why did I start with all that talk about appearances at the start? Where else would the start be? Well, it's because I'll be getting another of Melia's today. You might have noticed that there's a quest near the outer gate of Colony 6. That's what we'll be tackling next. Melancholy Tyrea. You found a collapsed Entia outside Colony 6. There must have been a reason she was on the lower levels. Carry Tyrea to Junks for medical treatment.
Who's this? Ain't she the one who attacked us in the capital?
You! Tyrea! What are you doing here? You're hurt.
Do not touch me, vile girl!
Watch it! Oh.
Tyrea, what happened?
Is she dead?
No. It looks like she just passed out. Let's get her to the infirmary. Rhine!
Come on, why me?
Please.
Is she okay?
Her injuries aren't severe. When the Bionis awoke, the ether flow around the colony became unstable. Maybe that's why she lost consciousness.
No, that's not what I meant.
You mean, why didn't she become a Telethia?
Precisely.
For pure-blooded High Entia to become Telethia, the ether energy surrounding the Bionis has to be above a certain level. Luckily, the level of ether energy here is not as high as on the upper regions of Bionis. That may be what kept her safe. Or perhaps...
Perhaps what?
No. It's nothing.
Something about this makes me feel uneasy.
I know what you mean. We'll have to keep an eye on her recovery.
Why does she hate you so much, Melia? You're both High Entia. Is being pure-blooded really that important?
Tyrea's birth mother is most likely my stepmother. You don't mean Yumea? Yes. I heard about it from Callian after I returned from the tomb. Mother was the leader of the Inquisitors, a secretive organization operating in the shadows of the Imperial household. The group plotted to maintain the Imperial bloodline through a clandestine ritual. A ritual where Tyrea was conceived.
And she was secretly raised as an Inquisitor assassin. Hold on a sec. Are you saying that Tyrea is Callian's half-sister?
That's right. Then isn't she in the same position as you? Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Tyrea! You're awake!
I had more right to the throne than she ever did. Were it not for the consort system that has so polluted the pride of our people, it would have been me, a pure-blooded High Entia who would build the future of our people. But you... you are a hypocrite. Just like me. If we are honest, what is the difference? You too would take the lives of your own people to protect your bloodline. Melia, you too are nothing but an assassin.
You're wrong.
I don't buy that for a second.
Rhine!
Pride of your people? How about you're jealous of Melia?
Do you really think I would be jealous of her?
Ain't ya? You're envious of her, right? Of how she lives her life. You just want everyone to feel sorry for you, for being in the shadows all your life.
How dare you? No Hom speaks to me like that.
I'm saying that you'll never have a life like Melia's. You don't have the faintest idea why Melia's been fighting. Even if you'd been born in her place, the Emperor still would have chosen her as his successor. Succeeding the Imperial line ain't all about blood. It's about taking on the will to do whatever it takes, for your land, for your people, when the time comes. That's what makes Melia different from you.
How dare you?
Both of you, stop this! This is no time for pointless bickering.
He's right. We survivors shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. Right, time's up. I want the room cleared out.
Yeah, okay.
And you need to calm down and get some rest.
Ugh. Me? Envious? I only think of my people. What is that?
What's going on?
Look! Over there! The colony!
Telethia!
Guys, she's gone.
Tyrea, you mean? Could that Telethia be her?
No. At least, I'm fairly certain.
What?
There's no time now. We must pursue it.
Jumping over to Machna Forest, we need to look for a mysterious Telethia in the same spot as a past Telethia battle in Machna Forest, which is down there.
It must be Tyrea after all.
What do we do? Do we have to fight her?
There's no time to think about it. Ready yourselves!
But really? Come on. So, there are a couple of notable things about this quest. You've probably already noticed. It's the only side quest in the game that features full voice acting. It makes sense, it's a pretty important quest, resolving the Bionite Order subplot. But there's actually a bit more to it than that, due to Definitive Edition adding in an epilogue story, future connected. Its major plot directly references this side quest specifically, with Tyrea returning as an important character. Come now, my friend. Stop being such a prick. And... sure? Uh-oh.
We move at the same pace. Yeah, Dunbar.
Shulk, I must...
I know.
Stop!
Tyrea! You're safe.
You do realize that Telethia is Yumea.
Yumea?
I was pursuing Yumea. Even though she knew it was her fate to transform, she remained faithful to the Bionis.
But why? Didn't she feel betrayed?
Everyone has their own beliefs, and what they believe is their own choice. Yumea adhered to her path. I pursued her so that I could fulfill her final wish.
Her final wish?
Yumea was imprisoned within the Tower of Investigation. She told me that after she transformed into a Telethia, I was to destroy her as quickly as possible. She wished to sacrifice herself to the Bionis. At least, that is what I believed at first. But I now understand Yumea's true desire. That is why I must...
This is my responsibility.
Melia, why?
Father entrusted me with the Empire and its people. What I believe in is the will of those struggling to survive. I have to fight if I am to convey this to the next generation. Besides, Yumea is your birth mother. There is no need for you to carry out such an unpleasant task.
Is the same not true of you? You may not be of her blood, but you still think of her as your...
This is a duty that my father and brother conferred upon me.
Melia.
Tyrea, I believe you and I are alike.
Alike! Never, vile girl! My gratitude for assisting Yumea. I mean, Mother.
Tyrea!
Well, there she goes.
Is she going to be okay on her own?
She'll be all right. We and Tyrea share the same goal. Our paths are sure to meet again.
Yeah, you're right. Melia, what did you mean just now? When you said you and Tyrea are alike?
Tyrea must be half Homs, just like me.
What? But the wings on her head.
Not all half-blooded High Entia have small wings, only the majority. Some are indistinguishable from pure-blooded High Entia. Dominant and recessive inheritance. I've studied this.
So that's why.
Melia, do you think Yumea knew this would happen?
Perhaps. Actually, she had to have known. At least, that's what I believe.
She was her mother after all. She must have been aware.
Yes.
You helped Tyrea fulfill the duty entrusted to her by First Consort Yumea. That we get Auto Attack Stealth 6 and the Empress Staff. A magnificent staff said to have been crafted by an ancient empress. This is the staff that Yumea had. It's also a unique appearance. There it be. Of course, by this point, I do have stronger staves. Staves, sure. But still, it's nice to have. With that done, there is one last thing to do before we can declare Yumea truly put to rest. A new NPC appears on the deck of junks after this quest. Yumea's maid. Where did you come from, Shulk? How'd you get over there? Yumea's maid.
Hi there.
I was the one responsible for Lady Yumea during her incarceration. I, her maid, sat with her in the Tower of Investigation. I will never forget that night, the eve of the Bionite's awakening. For I heard a story that deeply affected me. Apparently, Lady Tyrea was conceived at a clandestine ritual. Such rituals were customary to protect the pure High Entia. It was not known at the time, but her father was half Homs. Yes, can you believe it? He was of mixed lineage. And when this was discovered, he was thrown out of their order. He has not been seen since. However, there is more. It was customary to remove the child from the imperial line. However, Yumea, despite her duty to the order, gave birth to Tyrea. And even now, it is not clear why Yumea dared to defy the order. Straight after the Bionite awoke, Tyrea visited her mother. The two of them sat, and Yumea told her the story I tell you now. On that dreaded night, Yumea poured her heart out to her child. I believe I witnessed Yumea's dying words of love to Tyrea.
And that's that. Certainly not a good person, Yumea was. But at least it's something. Hello, Doland. You freak. That'll be all for today. Thank you for watching, and just look out for one another. And take care of yourselves.